Either we live together
Whoa.
or die apart. Whatever it is you're planning. False God!
Oh. Actually.
Once that happens, about one crew to keep the peace, Sanctum will explode. We can't kill him. No, we can't. Certainly a nuclear meltdown doesn't seem so bad.
Dude, we don't have time for mistakes.
The cooler pressure's too high. You need to reroute it.
I can't. Wait.
You ordered forever.
Turning dials. I'm controlling the flow of coolant. One mistake and...
He never went in.
Makes me feel so much better.
No. No.
We have to pull them out of there.
Hey, what the hell's happening? My guys are getting sick.
No. They're almost done. If we pull them out, we all die. They can still do it.
Well, at least tell them. You think I can rely on those guys to do the right thing when they know they're gonna die?
Hey.
Fine,
It's
don't
getting
have time
worse
for that.
and worse.
Night blood metabolizes radiation. We'll get her to Jackson as soon as you take this to Hatch.
I may not be able to rely on them, but you do anything to save your own ass.
Secondary containment field. Go be a cockroach.
Murphy will do anything.
Here's the situation. The temperature...
Low key, that is why everyone loves Murphy so much now. Like, throughout the whole series, he's activated cockroach mode, and even though it makes us hate him, it's now made him us completely love him as a character, and I love him as a character. Cockroach, Murphy.
You wanted the prime.
Be a damn cockroach.
Blood operation. Now dying at 14 minutes before. You guys are supposed to be the worst of the worst. Bank robber doesn't sound so bad. There's no making up for it.
Oh, brother, he's getting worse. Look at his face.
It worked! We're
Ooh.
gonna be okay.
Raven finally had that moment where she sacrificed lives for the greater good. The thing that she hated Clark for so many times.
He trusted you.
Ooh. Hey, okay, we know Raven's done the bad thing, but... Yeah, actually.
When I became a flame chemist scout, I was so young. So, angry at my mother. I realized no matter what we do to help, it always ends the same. I used to think fighting is what we do. Now I worry that fighting is what we are.
She ain't wrong, though.
I don't want to lose anyone else.
Alive. For now, anyway. The pyre awaits.
If you die, your people will burn Sanctum to the ground. I can't have that.
Too bad you don't have the forces to stop it.
Yeah, because of one crew.
You were right about Jordan. You never suspected. He did exactly what you predicted he would.
And the shooter?
Dead.
That slimy little cookie. Orchestrated the whole thing. That episode was very interesting. I think the Sanctum story has strong elements of previous seasons, and the fact of everyone kind of not getting along and trying to execute someone and then backdoor deals and that type of stuff. But the Russell element is an interesting thing that surely is going to play a big role in the future, because he's not Russell, he's Shade Hader, but he's orchestrating the people that believe in the primes in order to get his way. And because he's an ex-commander, he has that leadership power. And because one crew is now destroyed, if the clans realize who he is, he could mobilize them to be a force. He could unite all the clans to go against Sky Crew and Clark and all that. That is I think that's where they're leading, but that's a very interesting thing. But I loved that Raven had that moment where she was the one that killed people and had to make that big choice that she would shame Clark for many times in many seasons. And I guess I love Raven, but it's nice to kind of see her have to make that choice for once, and that she would still do exactly what Clark did in those situations. So I think overall we're going to see some connection between Clark and Raven because of this, which is kind of a nice thing as well, because that resolves their relationship a bit better. But definitely excited to see what's going to happen next, because at the moment it's still setting the scene. We're not really getting into the juicy part of the story yet. We're just setting the scene, laying out some threads. But my only thing that I kind of was struggling with this episode was that there's so many new characters and new faces, and that it's coming from a season or two where we were just meeting a couple of new people, and it was entirely our familiar characters that we'd been seeing, mainly because a lot of these extras were in cryo or just the way it was. So it's very different this season to start with. I'm sure it'll be fine as it goes on, but it was just something that I'm like thinking, like, I'm struggling to remember all these people, because we're just meeting majority of the people in Sanctum are brand new that we don't know and we haven't experienced before. So that's a tricky thing. But yeah, I'm excited to see you next week. Are we go back to the anomaly next week? I don't know. I'm looking forward to finding out. If you guys enjoyed this reaction, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, make sure to click subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.